Hi, I'm Ian,
And I'm Nick.
and we are the
The
two Fat DJs. So, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 9 of Two Fat DJs. And we before we started recording, we had a look when we brought out the last one, which was exactly 1 month ago. How bad does that make us feel?
terrible, terrible. No inconsistency at all, is there?
We were doing it weekly,
I know. And then it was twice.
but
It was every couple of weeks.
to be fair, there's been a lot going on.
It's been an awful lot going on. Shall you start or shall I start? And we'll say
Well,
what's going on.
I'll start. Well, I mean, I went on holiday.
Yeah.
Went to Gran Canaria. No, I didn't. Went to Lanzarote. So many holidays.
Oh,
Can't
you went,
remember where I went.
yeah, yeah.
Went to Lanzarote. Really good. Had some nice food. Came back. Put £2 on. So that wasn't too bad.
That's always,
And plus, also, there's just been a lot of gigs. There's been so many gigs. The driving's kind of dried up a bit now, so I've got a bit more time during the day. But it's just planning for gigs. I mean, last week I had 3. The week before 3. You know, they just take up so much time to organise and just get together. You know what I mean? So
we were just
it's
saying,
it's just
I mean,
zero time.
people still don't see it as a full-time job, do they,
No, they
DJ?
don't know. No, I
You know,
mean it's not a proper job, is it?
not a proper job, mate. Not like the old days where you had to carry in all crates of records. No, you got it easy now, mate. You have easy.
Or they ask something like, "So what do you do?" I'm a DJ. Oh, do you do that full time? It's
Yeah,
always like if I said, "Oh, I'm an accountant," they're not going to say, "Oh, do you do that full time?"
yeah, that's
"Oh, I'm a
right.
doctor." "Oh, is it a full time doctor?"
Yeah,
No, just at weekends.
it's that nervous laugh as well when they ask what you are. You know, when you're walking into a venue and they say, "Oh, what are you the DJ?" What? Yeah, I am. Yeah, yeah. Why? Are you the village idiot?
A
Yeah,
few years ago, in fact, no, it was probably about 10 years ago. I went to someone's house for like it was. I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was like loads of people there, right? Someone's house, and we're all in the garden, like having drinks and whatever. And it was one of those kind of parties where you felt like you were being graded
yeah,
depending on what your job was. Okay, and this guy came up to me, very well spoken guy, and he just came up to me and we're having a chat, nice old chat. Everything's fine. We're getting on, bit of laughter, all good fun. And then he says to me, "So what do you do then?" I said, "I'm a DJ." And he went, "Oh." And then he turned around and he walked away. It was almost like I felt like he'd graded me in his head and was trying to work out whether I was worth anything to him,
yeah,
whether he could use me in the future for something,
yeah.
for his benefit. It was bloody weird, but yeah, I find I get that quite a lot.
Yeah, mind you, I'm a bit like that. I have to say, if I'm being totally honest, I mean, I was talking to people at a recent. I was like, if I'm there all day, I tend, I'm there sort of. I don't know if it's a. I've done a couple of ceremonies where they're midday ceremonies, which is way too early in my opinion for a ceremony. But anyway, which
Yeah,
has meant I've had to be there sort of 10 o'clock in the morning. To get
yeah,
set up and just sort of acquaint myself with where I am and start mingling with guests as they arrive. And so I find myself talking a lot. And, hi, have you travelled far? No, quite local actually. Yeah. What do you do for a living? Oh, I work in the car industry. I said, what do you do? "Uh, I'm a paint sprayer." My head goes ding. You're a paint sprayer. Where are you based? Oh, not far from here, Norwich. Have you got your own workshop? Yep. Ding. The bottom part of my spoiler on my van really needs painting. Perhaps I'll come and see. What you want them to say is, if you come and see him, I'll do it for you for nothing. because I like you.
Yeah.
They don't ever say that though, sadly. But I'm a bit like that. I tend to think I know a lot of people that do a lot of things, but then it's a bit like, when you get an invite to a barbecue or a party, it's invariably because they want you to do the music for nothing. What are you
No,
doing?
absolutely. I agree with that.
Nothing. Why? We've got a barbecue. Just wondered if you wanted to pop round. Yeah, it'd be lovely. Yeah. Although I'm on a diet, so I need to be a little bit wary of what I'm eating, and all. But
Yeah. Can you bring one of your speakers?
just do me a favour. If you're coming, you're definitely coming, are you, Nick? Yeah, definitely coming. Yeah. Do me a favour. Just bring a speaker. What? Just a
And
speaker?
a couple of lights.
Couple of lights. Oh, and your decks. Can you bring your decks as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll bring the van because that'll have all the gear loaded. So yeah, I could just I'll set up the whole thing for you and do a complete gig, shall I? Yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah, would you like to submit some requests as well in between time so I know exactly what I'm playing for you?
I'll set you up on my online planner. How about that?
Yeah. I'll set you up on DJ Event Planner and I'll give you a username and a password and you can come in and you can submit all your requests if you wish. Oh my God.
And then they say, yeah, well, it is a barbecue, but it's actually also our kid's wedding anniversary. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I
How
know.
many times have you turned up to a gig? Like it's meant to be like a birthday party or something. You get there and there's a woman in there in a big white dress and a bunch of flowers in her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. They pretended it's not a wedding because they think they get it cheaper.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously,
I
some
know.
people.
You laugh. So anyway,
Um,
so £2 on for a week away, I think is a
yeah,
result.
yeah, I thought so. I thought so. The week after, which was last, I mean, it's
Hang on,
Monday today. We've recorded this on 27th of June. Last Monday
hang on a
would have
minute.
been my first full week. What?
Hang on. Just revisit the holiday first,
Uh huh.
right? So, do you think that you actively changed the way that you would normally eat on holiday? I think, just being totally honest, or um, do you think that your lifestyle change that you've sort of entered into now has made you eat differently? Did
I
you do
think.
you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get that. It was weird because it's always in the back of your head, right? It's always in the back of your head, but you're also on holiday, right? So you've got to try and kind of enjoy it a little bit at the same time. Um, I'll be honest. I took some hi-fi bars with me, some Slimming World hi-fi bars,
Yeah.
um, just for snacking, really. Bought a load of water. We were half bored, so we had breakfast and evening meal. Evening meal was really good actually because it wasn't a buffet evening meal. It was you choose from a menu.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'd get there, just be a little piece of paper. Tonight we've got this fish, we've got some chicken, we've got this, and these are the vegetables, and this is this, and this is that, and then you have a dessert. Okay, and then you have a starter, but you can choose. You can got like salads and you got meats there and various other bits and bobs. So evening meal was actually all right. Breakfast, however, was a bit of a car crash. I'll be honest. The first day, I went in there with the best of intentions. Right, I'm going to have an omelette, I'm going to have some salad. It's going to be great. By about day two, so we're talking the day after the first day. I'm looking at the breakfast, like the sausages and the bacon and the beans and the bread and yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't enjoy the omelette the first day because it was a bit wet. I don't know in Spain they can't do omelettes properly. If they're not cooked in the middle, then they just put it on your plate regardless. And I have this mental thing about eggs that aren't cooked. I can't eat a sloppy egg. It's got to be a nice egg. So I then started eating bread, then the bacon, then the sausages, then the hash browns, and then, of course, bloody donuts, churros, or whatever the hell they're called. It was just, yeah, it all went downhill after about day two. I think I was quite conscious about eating outside of the house. So we had like a lot of salads. Beer wise, I didn't drink beer because I read that a pint. I think you said a pint of beer was 14 cents. So I
Oh,
just thought, right, I'll
it's
stay away from that. Stayed on the spirits and stuff.
yeah,
And I think we could have had a lot worse. The last day we went to a steak restaurant, and the steak I had, mate, without a word of a lie, it was like a brontosaurus steak. It was massive.
yeah,
What was it? Was it a ribeye or something? It was the biggest ribeye I've ever seen.
yeah.
It was
Nice.
like bigger than a T-bone almost, and it had like a few chips on it and some salad and whatever. But it is weird because you are quite conscious about what you're eating and what you're looking at. So you're always looking for the dinners. I always try to have potatoes instead of chips.
Yeah,
I tried to go for like I had like steak and fish and whatever, and then I'd really go all out on the vegetables. So some of the vegetables that they had, I didn't have a clue what I was ordering. Um, there was a Sicilian stir fry, and I thought, oh, that sounds nice. And when it turned up, it was bullshit. It was horrible. It was like it was almost like um, chopped tomatoes. We had chickpeas in there, lentils, courgette, all the things I hate, right? And I was just you had to end up pushing it around your plate a little bit, but it said vegetables, and I thought, yeah, go on, I'll have some vegetables. Fill me up with vegetables, man. But yeah, you do start thinking differently, and I quite like that. I'm always looking for something that
yeah,
the kind of healthier choice. Although last week we'd be looking for a venue to do some theme nights, like 80s nights, 90s nights, and whatever. And someone mentioned this place down the road from us, which is a by day and evening. It is a fried chicken restaurant. So imagine like an upmarket KFC,
yeah,
right? But they host parties. People have parties there. They've got a nice big area in the middle. Move all the chairs out of the way. It's got a dance floor and you've got space for a DJ and all that kind of stuff. And someone said, go down and check it out. It might be right up your street. So we went down there, and it kind of was and kind of wasn't at the same time. It was great location, great parking. But yeah, then we started looking at the menu, and then before we knew it, we'd spent 50 quid on fried chicken, right?
yeah,
And but it was really nice fried chicken as well, to be honest. They had like we had like chicken thighs and wings, and then we had dirty fries, which was fries with bit of chili and salad onions, like spring onions on top,
yeah.
buffalo sauce, and more fried chicken, with a side order of more fried chicken and some
More,
onion rings.
some
There's
more fried chicken.
some onion rings fried in the same coating that they put on the chicken, and to be honest, it was really nice. But we made the fatal mistake of going there on a Sunday night. We'd ate our body weight in chicken, and then of course gone to weigh in the next day. And when I weighed in the next day, I'd maintained. So last week I was really annoyed by that. So I said, look, I'm going to put down. I'm going to say I'm going to do £4 this week. And I weighed in this morning and lost £3. So I'm just a pound off what I said I was going to lose, but I'm quite pleased with £3 because I've not been on it wholly. We had a cheeky McDonald's the other night. Didn't have any chips. I had a chicken mayo and a double cheeseburger. I shouldn't really have had the double cheeseburger as well, um, but I didn't have any chips. But yeah, I am quite conscious of what I eat. We're still doing the Hello Fresh stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You,
it's
do
all
you
heading in the right
have
direction.
do you have a night where you like tonight, Monday? Do you think to yourself, right, if I'm gonna
Fat Monday.
yeah,
Um, but whereas I'm not so that bothered about what I eat. Having said that, I don't eat before weigh-in because obviously every pound counts,
yeah,
every ounce counts.
yeah,
I made sure I parked myself on the loo for a good hour,
yeah.
just to get rid of it and get rid of whatever. Um, I've had a mug shot, which was quite nice. That was only like a couple of 100 calories, and an apple and some water. That's all I've had so far.
Yeah.
But we're going out. We've got to go and do some shopping, so we might bob out somewhere. I don't know. And then we've got our dinner tonight. So yeah, I mean it's not like we would go and have a KFC or a Burger King or a McDonald's or what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, we might do. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We might see what we get tempted with.
Oh, I've got someone at the door. Bear with me. Just talking.
Somebody at the door. So yeah, so Nick's just gone off to answer his door now. And that dog, I'd have that down the kebab shop, I think. Couldn't be doing with a yappy dog like that. Mind you, it's what you want, isn't it, from a dog? You want the dogs to bark when someone comes to the door because it's like their way of telling that whoever's at the door to fuck off. I was just saying, Nick, how lovely your dog is and what a credit it is to your family.
Anyone ever thinking about getting a dog? Don't bother with a miniature schnauzer. Fuck, they're noisy. That's because the dog's mum has just turned up. That's why.
The
So
dog's mum, all right, okay. Well, the
Teresa.
dog's actual mum.
Yeah, we think so. We think so. Yeah. Teresa doesn't admit it, but well, you know, I think she had an affair with a male schnauzer.
Nice. So yeah, so I've lost £3 this week. So I got Slimmer of the Week
Nice,
for
nice.
the. I think I said 4 times I've had that now. 1, 2, 3. I've had that 4 times now. Whilst we were off working hard, I also got Slimmer of the Month. I also got my 3 Stone Award, and I also got Man of the Year.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
I'm really quite pleased about. Although I'm not really quite sure what happens after that. I think it's like the wedding industry awards. I think you go into some kind of regional thing, and then if you get through that, then you go into a kind of national thing.
yeah,
So be quite interesting just to see what that's all about.
yeah. Oh well,
Um,
I feel quite sort of inadequate now because I haven't got a man of the year, and I haven't got. I've only got. Huh? Her getting involved while she's hanging out the washing. Look, she said it's because I don't stay for the groups.
right, is that why?
That's why. It's discrimination. That's what it is.
Well,
Fat.
I think it's good to stay for the groups. I mean, you know, the group I go to, you do get talking to some interesting people, and it's good to kind of see what their progress is,
Yeah,
you know, and it's and you do kind of learn some stuff on the way. I'm really sad that Aaron, who got Man of the Year
yeah,
for the whole of Slimming World a couple of years ago. I'm sad that he's not doing our group anymore. He was just covering for Karen, who was on maternity leave. But I do kind of keep in contact with Aaron because you know Aaron's a great guy. He's great. He's a great motivator, and he's a guy, and I connect with him. You
yeah,
know, which is everything. I think this is why, you know, I think it's important if you're going to go to a group like Slimming World, you have to be able to connect with the person who's running it. I know you connect with Jason,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Jason's a great guy, and again a great motivator.
Yeah,
He
very.
really is. You know,
Tell you what,
seeing some of the posts that he sticks online are really good, and they do push you on.
yeah, they do. And the thing is, as well, it's like a day before you're weighing in, he'll text you. He'll text you at the start of the
Yeah,
week, the end of the week, beginning of the weekend. All things
yeah, yeah,
designed really to sort of, so that you know that he's not forgotten about you. And the other thing
yeah,
is, well, you obviously feel more that you want to get involved and you want to do well to please Jason as well, not only yourself. So
yeah.
it
No,
does make
absolutely.
it good, like you say.
It,
I've,
do- it
I've been before, and people, they're just there. They take your money, and and that's it. But Jason,
whilst since the last episode, I also did I went on a presentation to become a Slimming World consultant because a few people mentioned, you should do it. You motivate us. It's something you should do. So I went and had a look at it, and yeah, it's hard work. I'll be honest with you, it is hard. Some of the things I learned in the presentation just like blow your mind. The amount of work you have to do. It's not just like, right, I'm gonna be a Slimming World consultant and I'm gonna pick a venue and I'm just gonna do it. You have to literally come up with a business plan for each of the groups you want to run. And
yeah,
then you have to pass that by kind of like a regional manager who then has to okay it and go through it and check it and all that. Because I suppose at the end of the day, they're selling franchises, aren't they?
Yeah. And
which is what Slimming World is.
yeah, and ultimately, you're determining how people are going to live their life and what life changes they're going to make. So,
Yeah,
like you say, I'm sure people just think, oh, there's a venue. I'll get some scales, come in, weigh.
yeah,
I'll say,
yeah,
oh, well done, Ian. And then you'll
yeah,
go, and
yeah,
then I'll see you next week, and I'll say, well done, Ian. It's
yeah.
say
No,
it's like
the training is hardcore. The training is hardcore. It really is.
that.
It's. I mean, I knew there was something behind it. That it's not just as simple as what people think, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's tough. And plus, also, I think having to come up with a plan for running a group is not such a bad idea, purely because there are other people in your area, and you don't want to start standing on people's toes and causing a bit of
yeah,
I suppose they've got to try and keep the harmony. And but you know what? I'm pleased with the way things are going. I reckon if I can do another £2 or £3 a week by my birthday, I'll be another couple of stone down. By Christmas, I'll be almost at my kind of my first big target. So yeah, onwards and downwards. Absolutely. What about you, Nick?
Well, Ian, I'm glad you asked because I was beginning to feel as if you didn't really care. Right, so the last time we spoke a month ago, yeah, moved house, which for anyone that's moved house knows what a pain in the ass and what a load of stress it is. We haven't moved far, but believe you me, it doesn't matter how far you got to move. You still got to move all your crap and shit with you, and that's exactly what I've had to do. So I've gone from having a double length garage, which when we moved had nothing in it, and because I realised we had a double length garage and I could fill it with more shit, that's exactly what I did. I filled it with shit, and then two sheds as well, which again I filled with shit. Uh,
Shit,
with shit, which then means when you move, you've got to find a new home for all of that shit, which is pretty
shit,
much what I've been doing, and just moving boxes backwards and forwards and finding a home for all the crap. Um, we moved in, yeah. I mean, the garden was a state, so we're trying to do the garden. We're living out of boxes. It's been a nightmare, to be honest with you. And that along with the fact I've been doing weddings like last week I did no the week before I did 4 in 5 days, 3 in 4 days the following week. This week I've got school proms all week down in Essex. So yeah,
yeah,
I've got really, really busy. So it's just then I do other things during the day as well, which I'm sort of committed to doing. So yeah, really, really busy. But yeah, I think I missed one weigh-in. I might have missed two actually. I think I missed two weigh-ins, but I've still been losing weight. I haven't not weighed in because I feared I was going to put weight on. I just couldn't do it. I had a wedding on one Wednesday, which is an all-day wedding,
yeah,
and following one we were in the middle of doing something to the house as well, so I just couldn't go. Um, but yeah, I mean, weighed in, and each time I've gone back, I've lost weight as well. So I'm now just over 4.5 stone, which is great. I mean, from 26 stone, I'm now down into the 21s, which is great.
wow. You can
Physically,
tell the difference. You can really see it.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I posted a few attention-seeking posts on social media as I do.
I did notice.
Yeah, no, I just just to chart my progress really because I do get people messaging me saying, "Oh, how you doing? How you doing?" And I've because of the house move as well. I literally have done nothing on social media for a month, so I've been really quiet on there. So I sort of caught up yesterday, I think it was, and posted something or Saturday morning, um, and that was that was great. And I was actually wearing a tuxedo that I bought a long, long time ago, which I think I alluded to in one of the earlier episodes about the fact that that was the one thing I really wanted to be able to wear later on in the year. Well, I wore it for a wedding last week, so it fits. Got lots of lovely compliments, which was great. Makes it all worthwhile. Being on top of the world. Trouble with my sinuses, as I told you before we went on air. So I've got to go for an operation on that, which again will mean more time, not doing things I need to be doing. But health, I suppose, means I've got to take that seriously and get that sorted out. But yeah, so everything's great. I've totally changed again. What we said before, I totally changed the way I look at food, and that temptation of if I'm at a wedding all day, for instance, I'm very conscious. I'm having salad. I'm having a couple of new potatoes, and I'm having meat.
Yeah,
So I'm doing. I'm resisting the temptation to go and have a burger or a sausage roll. I just don't think about it anymore. It's just, I suppose it's just second nature now. So yeah, it's really good. Really pleased. Everything's going really well so far. Long may it continue, is what I say. I've still got a way to go. Obviously, I've got just over sort of 2.25 stone to go, which is my aim for September. So I need to
yeah,
just sort of crack on. I suppose I've been averaging sort of 2.5, £3 a week. I'd like to step that up to sort of £4 a week. If I can get to sort of £4 a week. Um, but I suppose your body gets used to doing it a certain way, and you probably need to shock it into doing something else to make a change. So I think that's the next thing. I need to be honest with you, this week and next week when I've got prom nights, it's probably going to be easier because during the day I can control what I'm eating. In the evening I can control what I'm eating because I'll be led by what the venue are going to be feeding me, and they know
yeah,
what I can and can't eat as well. So that's good. So I'll probably have a good couple of weeks as well. And I've got a couple of weddings coming up as well on Saturdays, and they all know that I'm sort of watching what I eat. So yeah, yeah, shouldn't be any temptations in a way. I'm looking forward to another good couple of weeks now. So in
the,
all,
uh, the wedding I did on Saturday. Halfway through the night, they suddenly decided, oh, we're going to go and do some sparklers, right? So off they went to do some sparklers. What did I do? I raided the sweetie table, right? Grabbed a big bag of foam shrimps, foam bananas, strawberry laces. I just filled my bag up, fizzy cola bottles, and then I thought, oh, I wonder what they've got on the buffet table, right? I went in there, pulled pork, right, with
oh
roast potatoes, right, and I mean, there wasn't any salad. All the salad had gone. But I looked at the pulled pork, and I'm like, I
yeah,
want that. Yeah, so I
yeah.
got a plate of it, and I was eating it on the way back. Denise was doing the photo booth, and I was eating it on the way back. And I got to Denise, and there was maybe, I don't know, 3 forkfuls left, and I said, "You want some pulled pork?" And she's like, "Yeah, all right, yeah." So she had a bit, and then I went and get a few. I've got a bit more, but it was really nice. I think all it missed was like some like hot barbecue sauce on top, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I
it
I
was
had a
it was bloody
wedding
tasty.
last Wednesday, which was the day that I couldn't weigh in.
Yeah,
So, and they had a hog roast. My God,
yeah. I like hog roast.
I mean that was so good. Obviously, they
Do
park
like hog
and
roast.
bring it to the venue, and then they heat it up again. And I walked past it about 3 or 4 times. So they had a hog roast, they had a rodeo bull, and they had a crepe and waffle van as well turn up. So an old horse box with crepes and waffles. So I'm hosting the day, and I'm out there because they were doing some stuff outside. So I'm out there, and I'm saying my bits and pieces, and I keep looking over at this waffle van, and then I keep seeing people coming back. So they've got like these waffle sticks. I don't know if you've seen them, have you? So they're like a waffle, a long
Yeah, I've
waffle,
seen them. Yeah, yeah.
and one of them was called a Biscoff waffle stick. So it's Biscoff biscuits and the cream, and oh
Oh,
mate. And then so I saw someone having one of them, and I thought, I'm not really a sweet person, but I thought, yeah, I could have me one of them easily. And then the same person, he walked past me, and I said, "Quite, that looks nice. Is it? Is it nice?" He said, "Oh, it's beautiful. You ought to try one." I said, no, I know I ought to, but I'm not going to. He said, no, you ought to, just try one. Anyway, I didn't. And then he goes back. He comes back again, and he's got a crepe, and in the crepe, it's a banoffee crepe. So he's got cream, caramel sauce. He's got bananas. Oh,
Bananas.
right. And as he's eating it, it's dripping down the side of his mouth. And I'm trying to not, like lick my lips. I'm thinking I could quite easily lick the side of your chops now and have that sauce, but I resisted. But I did have some pulled pork, off the hog roast. But to be honest with you, it's only meat. So that that was all
Yeah,
right.
I suppose.
You know,
Yeah.
well, if you were going to have it,
This is how I kind of. Eh?
I said if you were going to have it at home and you had meat and a plate, that's exactly what you'd have, wouldn't it? You'd have,
No, you're right. You're exactly right.
that would be
Um,
as a healthy dinner. Meat, your salad. Oh, I didn't even have the salad. I just had the meat. So I mean, I was quite happy to have that. Oh, I didn't feel guilty to eat that at all.
no, I'll admit I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. But I've done my £3 this week, so that's going to push me on. Just looking at my book, so I started at 28 stone 3. I'm now 24.11. 3 stone 6, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. Mine's 23 weeks. 23 weeks. So yeah, well, I mean, you see so many people on social media saying, "Oh, you two are doing really well," and you get lovely messages. So
Yeah,
I mean, we're smashing
that's an
it.
average of £3 a week.
Which is brilliant, isn't it? I think when I started
Yeah,
off,
no, I think so.
I think I said if I could lose £2.5 a week, I think it was. That was my aim.
Yeah,
Then I would lose 7 stone in the time period I wanted. So to do what we're
yeah.
doing, yeah, it's great. Great. Can't knock it at all. So
I just
anyway,
want to talk about
what else were you going to talk about? Hello Fresh,
I know.
weren't
I'm just going to talk about HelloFresh, and I can already hear some of you going, HelloFresh. And you know what? Yeah, okay, these box meals might actually be a bit more expensive than what you'd pay at the shops. But, and I've said this many times on this podcast, the reason why we do it, and the reason why we do it, and I'm going to say it again, is because we don't get any food waste. Because we get 5 bags of food in the fridge, and in those bags are the ingredients, the exact ingredients that we need to cook. And, I am sure there are people out there who go shopping every week, and then the day that they go shopping, they look in the fridge and they bin a load of stuff, like some bean sprouts they didn't eat, or some carrots that have gone off, or some potatoes that are growing new potatoes,
Yeah,
or a little tub of mayonnaise that's gone off, or whatever, or mushrooms that have growing more mushrooms. And this is the reason why I do it. And we've had some really delish meals recently. I'm just going to quickly just go. I've got 5 of them here. I'm just going to show you this one. This one's a really good one. It's I don't even know how you say. Is it chipotle or chipotle or something like that?
chipotle,
You're a chefy kind of guy, chipotle.
chipotle, yeah,
Yeah. So this is chipotle pork meatballs, spicy sauce, coriander, rice, and sour cream. It's really simple. It's pork mince with onion, peppers, passata, the chipotle paste, and sour cream. And a few other bits and bobs. And that was a really, really tasty dinner. And it took literally 30 minutes. And there was enough there for 3 of us. So that was certainly one of my favourites. Now, this one, oregano crumb chicken, right?
yeah,
Now, what amazed us about this one, there wasn't really anything amazing on it, other than like chicken mash and beans, but it was the sauce, right?
yeah.
Denise cooked this, so I got this. I had this when I came in from work. Mayonnaise and sweet chili sauce together. So simple, yet so bloody tasty.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was bizarre.
yeah.
I was really shocked by that. So that was a winner.
So
This next
how
one,
did you have the sauce with that other one? How was the sauce served on that dish? Was it just like a dip?
what with the meatballs?
Yeah, for the mayonnaise and sweet chili.
Oh no, it was just on the side. Yeah, so you just dip your beans in it or your chicken or whatever you want.
Nice,
If you add a bit of water to it, you thin it down. You can drizzle it on the top.
nice.
This one, what a winner this is! Curried cottage pie. It's cottage pie with curry powder in it.
Yeah.
It's like mind blown. It's like the most simple thing ever. But this is a really, really special dish. We really enjoy these. It is
Why don't
sublime.
Why don't you
But
take some pictures of those recipes and stick them on the Facebook group? Those 3 or 4.
because HelloFresh will send me to court. I think there's a copyright notice about them.
Yeah, but you can show the picture, can't you? But you just can't show the ingredients.
Or you could just pause the video.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If anybody wants it, just send an email to podcast@2fatdjs.co.uk. And this last one is we had these Saturday, I think. Cheesy pepper and mushroom tortillas. And what the hell is a tortilla? It's a tortilla wrap, right? And you use that as your pizza base. Unbelievable. Stick some puree on top of it, and then just wok up some peppers, mushrooms, onions, stick some ham or in there, bacon or whatever, and just top it with low-fat mature cheddar cheese, some sweet potato fries, and a rocket and red wine vinegar salad.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful. And that was 500 calories for all of that.
Again, for nothing. I tell you what, I had last week. I had a bit of salmon. Do you eat salmon?
I do like salmon, yeah.
I've never really been into salmon, but I've had it a couple of times now, and I tell you what, my God, it was so nice. I could eat loads and loads of salmon quite easy. I think the only thing with salmon, isn't it? It's quite an oily fish, isn't it? So I'm not sure it's brilliant.
I'm not sure.
I think the skin is oily.
Not sure with salmon. I don't think it is oily. Compare it to mackerel. Mackerel's like super duper oily. I don't think salmon is quite a meaty kind of fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we just do like a soy, ginger, and garlic kind of mix with chili in it and stuff. A bit of honey or syrup or whatever you got lying around, and then just keep basting it and just pop it under the grill. It's just beautiful.
Oh yeah,
it's just really, really nice.
Expensive now.
Salmon is, well, everything's pretty expensive at the minute, isn't it? Even just to drive to the shops to get the salmon costs you about 50 quid these days.
That's true. Well, I went to get some petrol the other day from Asda, and on the petrol pumps now, there's a loan application form, so you can actually take a loan out to pay for your.
Yeah, I can believe it. I'll just leave your kids there as part payment.
Yeah, what a great idea! What a great idea. So, what are you going to do for next week then?
What, HelloFresh or just generally?
HelloFresh and generally, in terms of
we've had our HelloFresh delivery. We've got quite a few. I'll go and get the menu. Just 1 second. Good job I've got clothes on, isn't it?
One of these days you're going to get up and walk out like that, and you've just got a pair of Speedos on or a pair of leopard skin.
I'll forget. I'll have nothing on.
Yeah, or nothing.
Oh Christ! Yeah. This keeps falling down. It's not very good. Let's try again. Right. So this week, we had this one last night: Cajun crumbed sea bass with paprika, potatoes, and broccoli. That is nice. That is really nice. That's special. That one. We've got roast potato, bacon, and crispy kale salad.
Yeah, nice.
Now, I'll be honest, Denise and I have looked at this one and we think we're going to need to add to that.
Yeah.
Because I think mentally, I'm eating a salad, right? I need to add something to it. Now, it's got potatoes with it, so we can't really add more potatoes. So we're not too sure what to do about that one just yet. Yeah. I said, well, why don't we have that for lunch then, and we'll do something else for dinner. So we'll see about that one.
Yeah.
But it says here with honey, almonds, and a balsamic glaze. So I'm looking forward to that one. This is one of our favourites: cheesy Mexican style naked spicy beef burger.
Yeah, I think we've. Oh no, we haven't. No, I was going to say I think we've had that, but we haven't. No, no.
Yeah, no, that one's really nice. It's got like a chili jam with it, with some shallots and stuff. That's a really nice dish. That we do like that one.
Yeah,
Who would have ever thought that you could eat a beef burger without the bun? I mean, that's just mental.
it is possible
You
apparently.
can actually, if you go Five Guys, you can actually ask for a naked burger there. You don't have to have the bun.
Yeah,
I think the bun's half the fun, really.
I think if I
This one's a kind of
if I'd have walked into Five
go
Guys
on.
with the idea of having a burger, I think I'd definitely be having a bun with it.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Right, roast chicken breast, red wine, mushroomy sauce with mash and carrots. This one we'll probably add more veg to that, some more broccoli, maybe some green beans or something, just because I think sometimes they don't give you enough veg to have with these.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll just kind of look to add to those. But the mushroom sauce, I always thought sauces like you have to reduce it and this and that and add this and that. Some of these sauces are like, is that it? Is that all you need to make it?
Yeah,
So we got that one, and this one we've never seen before: sweet and sticky pork
yeah,
with bulgur wheat and spring onions. See, bulgur wheat, I never ever ate before I started doing HelloFresh. And all of these delivered to my door, 62 quid
yeah,
for five meals, and no food waste.
yeah. And that's
Um,
the difference. And you haven't got to go out shopping, and you haven't got to piss about. I know you still got to go and get other bits, but you haven't. The other
yeah,
is aware. How many times you go shopping and think, "Oh, what are we going to have this week? What are we going to have?"
exactly. Yeah, no, that is the thing. Whereas what all we do is we save these up, and then we just, we get the HelloFresh anyway. But sometimes we just look at these and we just think, yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll just grab the ingredients we need to make for that one. But the problem with that is then you're buying ingredients that will then just end up sitting in the cupboard because you've used like 2 tablespoons of it.
Yeah, true.
So but I mean, if anybody wants to try HelloFresh, by the way, just pop us a message to podcast at twofatdjs.co.uk, because I've got a couple of free boxes that I can send out. So if anyone fancies one, just give us a shout, and or leave a message in the comments below or whatever, and
Yeah,
I'll get that arranged.
I think I've got a voucher or a voucher code as well for someone refer a friend. So again, we've between us, we've got the opportunity there for other people to try it. So feel free. We aren't
Yeah.
getting paid by HelloFresh, so don't worry. But
Well, we are on their affiliate thing, but I'm not really quite sure how that works yet.
you
I know
don't,
they sent me the paperwork for it, but I didn't look any further into it.
you know,
I've not had anything from Kubits about being one of their brand ambassadors.
funny that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well, right off
maybe
Cubic.
that.
You'd have thought we'd have had something to offer them by now, but nothing.
Yeah, I
Mind you,
know.
if you were going to
Mind you, I'm running.
if you were going to buy a car, would you buy a Ferrari from Ferrari.com? This
I'd
guy
definitely buy a Ferrari from
I love
Ferrari.com.
Ferraris.
Yeah, I love Ferraris. Although I'm not sure I would have a red Ferrari. Although the red Ferraris are classics, they're the best Ferraris to get.
I saw a silver Ferrari at the weekend. That looked
Yeah,
proper ace. Anyway, enough about
I
Ferrari.
would say Ferrari. I would say Ferrari is my Italian supercar of choice, without a doubt.
Yeah. Right, enough about Ferraris, glasses.
Enough about Ferraris.
Yeah.
Just one thing I did want to ask you. When you're at gigs, do you feel different at gigs now?
I said this to you a while back. I don't feel as if people are staring at me and laughing and talking about me. I feel totally different. I really feel as if I just fit in. I did an 80s night on Saturday night, and I felt so comfortable, totally different.
Yeah.
Totally.
I still get the people staring. One was looking at me weird on Friday night, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go, like looking over, chatting in their little group. And it turns out that he used to run my photo booth for me about 10 years ago.
Oh, that's fine.
So I knew him, but I hadn't realised who he was. But yeah, I think a lot of people, they look at my glasses. My glasses are they get taken aback by my glasses, I think.
Yeah, Yeah.
I really like my glasses.
But then don't I think that's quite a good thing. I mean, the fact that people are looking you at things like that. I mean, you're standing out. So I've always said,
Yeah.
like what the clothes I wear, the way I look when I'm working. I
Well,
don't.
how many times have you done a gig? You're always looking at people, aren't you? You're always looking at people, going, "Yeah, I wouldn't have worn that," or
Yeah,
"Oh, I'm not too sure that looks good on you." But you don't say it out loud, though, do you? You're not. It's not like you're turning around and saying to someone, "Oh, look at that! Look at her over there!" or "Look at him over there," and all that kind of thing.
I do. I
I
suppose.
suppose if you're a DJ, you're putting yourself on you're putting yourself out there, aren't you?
You
You're the focus of the party almost.
Yeah, you've got. I mean, tonight will be interesting because obviously I'm doing a school prom. So I'm doing school proms all this week. So, there'll be 15, 16, 17-year-old kids walking in the room and seeing me behind the booth and probably
Look at
expecting,
the old man behind the
they're
decks.
probably expecting to see Calvin Harris and they see some fat 50-year-old bloke, with a pair of glasses on thinking, oh, I wonder what he's going to be like. So, but then I
Yeah, no,
suppose
I get that.
it's up to us to then, change their way of thinking, isn't it? Just put on a great show and, hopefully they'll walk out the door and say, oh, how wrong were we? He was great. So,
What about when you arrive at the venue and setting up? Do you feel different doing that? Getting stuff in,
yeah,
getting stuff out? Are you doing it more with a spring in your step now, do you think?
yeah, very much so. Again, I'm sure I've
Yeah.
said this before, but even my fatigue levels, at sort of 11 o'clock, it used to be terrible. I used to really feel
Mm.
like I was just dead on my feet. Now I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't feel like there was a time when I thought I've got to sit down for 5 minutes because my feet are killing me.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Loading in, loading out. I've got loads of energy. It made a big, big difference. When you 4.5 stone lighter, of course it's going to make a big difference. It's
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, I know you're right.
I used to feel terrible. I used to feel terrible thinking, oh, there's 3 steps, and I've got to get. Why can't I push my trolley
Yeah.
all the way? There's
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
steps. How inconsiderate! What a stupid venue. Who the hell put steps there? Why didn't they have it completely flat? Did they not know I've got a trolley? But now I just think to myself, oh, well, I'll walk it there and I'll load it. I'll put my trolley at the top of the steps and I'll push it from there. And I don't care. It's not. It's not even something I think about anymore. So
I used to get really depressed, when you'd get to a venue and you'd always be looking for the shortest, most flattest way of getting into a venue. And there's one that I do quite a lot. It's a barn, and for the past 5 or 6 years, I've always kind of gone in through the front door because it's kind of like the quickest way in. It's all level. They got a ramp down to the lower floor where the disco usually is. Um, and I know that other times, other DJs have had to kind of go around the back, go around the back, past the bins, through the garden, down another ramp, and then there's like 5 or 6 steps into the function room. And when I got there the other week, they said, "Yeah, can we start going in like the way that other DJs do, like up through the stairs?" And I'm thinking, and like a year ago, I'd have been like, "Oh,
yeah,
like Kevin and Perry." Ugh. But now, I mean, they're not a lot of stairs. It doesn't hurt going up the stairs. And the last 2 gigs I've done there, the sun has been absolutely shining down. It's been really, really hot. And yeah, okay, you get a bit of a sweat on, but nowhere near as bad as it would have been 6, 7 months ago.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't look at stairs as a big problem. Yeah, it's a drag, but it's a bit of exercise.
yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I mean, and again, I've cut down on my exercise quite a bit since we've been moving house. Last 4 weeks,
Yeah,
I haven't done a great deal, but once I step up my exercise again, and I need to get back into a routine, because I just haven't had that for the last 4 weeks. Albeit I'm still losing weight, but I know I could do even better once I get back into the same routine. Going out, having a little walk,
yeah.
taking the dog round the corner, just bits and pieces, like getting out on my bike. It's just, I know we always use the excuse time, time. We've never got time, but yeah. So I'll get back
There
into
is time. You just got to make it, haven't you?
it. Right, so goals for this coming week then, because we're going to record next week as well, aren't we? We're going to get back into
Yeah,
the
we're going to record next week, definitely. I said this morning at the group that I'm going to do £3, £3 for next week.
yeah. I'm going to say the same as well. £3. I'll be weighing in on Wednesday this week, so I'm
Yeah.
going to drive back, weigh in, and then go back and do my proms. But only because I just want to stay sort of disciplined in terms of weighing, and I think that
Yeah, I think it's important. I
yeah,
think it is important.
yeah, I'm going to go for
Um,
a pound as well.
cool beans. So that's it from us for this week. We are kind of we will get back to doing this weekly or at least every couple of weeks. You know, if we're busy, you know what it's like. We're DJs. We're always doing something or other. If you want to get in contact with us for whatever reason, just send an email to podcast at twofatdjs.co.uk, or you can catch us on social media or on Anchor or YouTube or any of them kind of things. And what I'll do is I will stick some links or something. See if I can find something
Yeah,
to get some more information on these things.
even a,
And if anybody wants a free box, just get in touch.
do a picture of the recipes. Just say what they are. You don't have to put all the ingredients. I mean, obviously, if someone felt that they needed to message you and take it further, Ian, then they can do that. But the temptation of seeing those lovely recipes might inspire a few people to
Yeah.
have a look
And
at
of course, if you get in contact, I can sort you out with a free box as well. So, right, that's it. Thank you very much for listening and for watching.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
And,
Sorry for the delay again in recording, but we're back on it now. So life, hopefully, is getting back to some sort of normality.
absolutely. See you next week.
Adios, amigos. Later.
Bye bye.
Bye.